What it do, comic babies? I'm Bunkmaster B, and today is Thanksgiving. Again, it's that YouTuber thing where it's not actually Thanksgiving the day that I'm filming this, but this is going to go up on Thanksgiving. Or if you live anywhere but the US, it's not Thanksgiving, but hey, work with me here. In the US, it's Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is a day where we do a lot of things. We eat way too much food, we watch way too much football, and we get in way too many political arguments with our in-laws, and we kind of pull our hair out and we go, why do we do this every year? But at its core, it is a day where we give thanks for the things and the people in our lives. And when we get away from all the other things that kind of the day has become about, and we kind of think about it at its root, it's kind of a beautiful idea that it's a day when we really sort of reflect on those things that are most important and those people in our lives that are most important. And so for today's video, I just want to take a quick moment to talk about the things here in 2023, at least, surrounding the comic book hobby that I am most thankful for. And the thing that I'm going to start with is probably the most obvious. In the comic book hobby, I am thankful for comic books. So this is going to run kind of a gamut. I'm thankful for both new comics that have come out this year, like the amazing Swan Songs written by W. Maxwell Prince and a changing artist every issue. This one is by the amazing Felipe Andrade. Great series. The art in this issue was especially fantastic, but previous issues were Martin Simmons and Caspar Wingard. Can't go wrong with any of those. So I'm thankful for the fact that we are all the time getting new, amazing comic books. I'm also amazing. I'm well, I'm amazing. I'm also thankful for new editions of older comics. Things like the recently released Ice Cream Man Sunday Edition Volume 2 and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Deluxe Edition Book 1 are beautiful new editions of stories that I've already read and I've already loved. But these particular new editions allow me the chance to go back and experience these stories that I love in a new way. And I'm thankful for that. And lastly, I'm thankful that we live in an era where we get reprints. So things like the Lazarus hardcover edition, volumes 1, 2, and 3 got a reprint. I've owned volume 3 of the hardcover for years now, but I didn't have volume 1 and 2. I read it in trade. I always hoped that I was going to have this. And this year, Image reprinted the hardcovers, and I was really thankful that I had a chance that I was able to go back and own these without having to pay huge scalper prices. So, in comics, I'm thankful for comics. Another thing I'm thankful for in comics is the art that makes up comics. Original comic art is one of my favorite parts of the hobby. I love being able to own a piece of the stories that I absolutely love. This year I added some amazing pieces to my collection, and it would be an entire video just highlighting, the new pieces that I picked up this year. So I'm just going to show you my favorite 2 pages that I added this year. So these are 2 pages that came from the outstanding series 20th Century Men. You'll hear more about this series from me if you're not aware of it already when I talk about my favorite books of the year. But this was an absolute favorite series of mine, and the artist Stepan Morian was a huge part of that. And these 2 pages in particular both showcase some of my favorite things about comics in general. On this side, You get some amazing onomatopoeia sound effects drawn into the art itself. You get this fantastic action scene that you can just sort of viscerally feel in a way that comics can deliver that really no other medium can, using a still static image to establish movement and impact. And just look at those ink washes. Oh, so fantastic. And then over here, I'm a sucker for good cross-hatching. Maurice Sendak is still one of my absolute favorite artists of all time. And this page, shows that Stepan Moryan, well, he's another one of my favorites. Original comic art is a way that it allows the viewer of the original piece to sort of see that comic in a new light, being able to look at the process that goes behind it. And this doesn't have to be an original piece. If you're not a collector, in different editions, like Rick Remender, he has some fantastic oversized editions that break it down in the back, and you get the processes as it goes through, starting with thumbnails, going to pencils, ink process. Again, that we live in a time where we as readers can go behind the curtain and see the process that makes the comics we love. I'm super thankful for that. Next up, I'm thankful for the friends that I've made through this comic collecting hobby. Now, this is going to include some of the people in real life that I have made acquaintance with, friends with, anything like that, at some of the comic shops that I frequent right here in real life. But honestly, I mean this more as the friendships that I have made through the online comic community. We live in an amazing time where we can be connected with like-minded fans. If you're watching this video, you're part of a niche hobby. I'm part of a niche hobby. And it can sometimes feel a little disconnected, where you're the only one who likes the things that you like. But thankfully, we live in a time where we can be connected with other people who love the things that we love. And I've gotten to talk with so many people, whether it be through some of the comic Discord communities that I'm part of, just right here on YouTube, or some of my friends that I do live streams with. Guys like Jake and Jordan from The Brave and the Boys, people like Omnidog, Jess Bragg. I have really, really come to appreciate the people in my life who share my love for comics and things like that. And for that, I'm thankful for the friends in the community. Now, I can't really, talk about the friends in the community without mentioning a very particular friend. I've mentioned here before, my friend Curtis Fisher, Skipintosh, was one of the absolute best people in comics I knew. I mean, he was a guy that loved comics in a way that everyone should love their hobbies. And even when he didn't love a particular book, he still was so happy to interact with it. My favorite comic experience I've ever had was when I was reading through The Human Target with him. And he is not, was not, a Tom King fan at all. And I'm a great lover of Tom King, and I really thought that this would be the book that would change his mind. It wasn't, but we still read that together. And we were able to talk about the things that made us feel the way we did about that book. And we did so without trying to change the other person's mind, without trying to point fingers or say you're wrong. And we were able to just enjoy talking about this book that we felt differently with, and that was okay. And one thing I would take from him and my experiences with him is to just spread that joy, spread that learning, to just be good to other people. Again, we unfortunately lost him earlier this year, but I'd like to think that as long as we take those lessons, we bring it forward, and we make sure that we are good to the people around us, we never really can lose Skip. So, buddy, I'm thankful to you. And the last thing that I am thankful for, and of course, it's coming off a real downer of a note right there, is you guys. You know, the people that watch these videos. I realize that I'm just a guy in his basement talking to a computer, and sometimes not many people watch these, sometimes a few more people do. But no matter how many people do, and no matter really what it's for, just know that if you are there watching these videos, if you're one of those people that are leaving comments and communicating with me, however you interact with these, know I am thankful for you. Even if there is someone out there who is hate watching my videos and is just like, guys, there is this guy on YouTube, so corny, so cringy, he's got a new one, let's watch it. I'm thankful I can give that to you, because I get that. So, no matter what you're doing with my videos, if you are getting any kind of enjoyment out of it, know I'm thankful for you. But that's enough of all of that. I got some pizzas to prep. We're not doing the traditional Thanksgiving food. We're doing pizzas for Thanksgiving, which I'm super excited about. So before I go and get those ready, what are you guys thankful for? What makes this comic community great for you? What happened in 2023 that you are thankful for? Please let me know down below. And know I'm thankful for each and every one of you that do. But with that, I've been Bunkmaster B. You all have been truly amazing. And I'll catch you next time. Later.